Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I'm back with another episode of my F1 2016 Career Mode series, and today we go to Hungary for round 11 of this Force India Championship season, and we have an R&D event. So for this episode I did do practice 1 and 2 to get the most resource points I could, and I got purple for all 3 things, but I lost the footage at first, so I had to basically restart the race, and it also got rid of the recording I did for qualifying. My PC crashed strangely during recording of the first time, so I had to restart the race after this. I did do the fuel upgrade though between qualifying and starting the race, so there is that coming in the pipeline. You'll see that at the end. But here we go to 5 red lights. I qualified P11. As I said earlier, you won't be able to see that, and away we go for the start of this Hungarian Grand Prix, and off to a good start. It looks like I'm the only car on the super soft compound tyre. Qualifying was in the wet, so everybody was on intermediate. So starting from outside the points, let's see how well I can do, and I'm up to P8, warning for a collision with Perez, but it's not really a collision, just a bit of a tap, and I'm up into P7 already, which is good, and I'm overtaking again now, up into turn 4, overtaking my teammate for P6. Had to let off there a bit so I didn't crash into the rear end of Verstappen. Verstappen moves over to the right, I move to the left of Ricciardo, and we're going 3 abreast into that corner there, and I've made the move on Verstappen. Had to let Ricciardo keep his place in P4, so I now have P5 and I'm following Ricciardo. So anyway, like I said earlier, qualifying was in the wet, so everybody qualified on the intermediates. I qualified P11 after a fast Sector 1. I had a slow 2 and 3, and before I restarted the race it was going well. Sad that strangely my PC crashed while recording. I have no idea why that happened, but it did. Luckily I was able to record this though, and it all worked, so that was good. Anyway, braking into the third to last corner, something like that, and we are still in P5. I can't believe the start went so well. Gained 6 positions there, which is better than the start of the first start of the race I did, basically, where I was up into P6 or 7, something like that. Both starts were pretty good already, and as you can see, Verstappen is in my slipstream, although I'm pulling out away from him, gaining a bit on Ricciardo into the braking zone, cutting the corner a little bit, getting on the curb and a tiny bit on the grass with my front tyre there, but it's okay as we go under the bridge. Can I make some moves into the braking zone? No, I can't. And we are right on Ricciardo's gearbox. I'm going to try and get a fast line out of the right-hander there, going down the hill and back up, and I tap his rear tyre, but it's okay. And am I going to get the move? Yes, I am. Up the inside, P4. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I'm ahead of both my rival and my teammate, so that's going to be good for the team standings. And I am meeting the team goal for the race, which is P9, so going very well for me at the moment. At the end of lap 5, it looks like I'm at risk to Ricciardo as he's trying to get around on my inside, but he can't, and I'm up in rich mix here for the DRS straight. All the cars queuing up right behind me. Looks like I'm going a bit too slowly for them into the braking zone. Got to defend hard here against Ricciardo, and it looks like I've defended hard enough, and I've kept P4 away from them. Are they going to try and make a move at the end of this DRS zone? No, they are not. As I brake into the hairpin, and I've made it through. There you can see Raikkonen and Rosberg battling together. I was gaining on them a few laps ago, but now they have pulled out ahead again despite their battling into the top of the hill, and it looks like I've kept my position successfully. I plan to pit at the end of lap 7 onto the soft compound tyre, so it seems like me and everyone else is doing the sort of reverse strategy at the moment. And now you can see Ricciardo and I have made a big gap to everyone else. He is very close behind me, but I'm going into the pits at the end of this lap, lap 7. And around we go, the hairpin into the pits, and we'll see if anybody else comes in. No, they're all on the soft compound tyres, as you can see on the board there at the top left. Everyone behind me is on softs. Everybody's on softs. I'm on softs now, even after my pit stop. Fresh softs though. And then Nazza is on the super softs. I believe he's coming in because I saw the Sauber pit crew on the right coming out of the pit box to get ready for a tyre change, and the team catapult me into Harry Anto there. We have a slight collision, not very good there from me. or the game really catapulting me into the car. I wish, because I have it on auto pit coming in, but I don't want it on auto pit coming out, so I wish there was a setting that could say manual coming out, automatic, like game control coming in basically, so that I don't go speeding, because I don't know, I've never been very good at that, to be honest, and I don't know the speed limiting. But anyway, we're out now and hopefully gonna do some flying laps. At the end of lap 8 you can see a car coming into the pits on the mini map at the bottom left, and I'm gaining on Palmer. I've put it up into rich mix to see if I can gain any more here on the straight. Obviously the Force India is much faster than the Renault. You can see he's very close there. I'm going to see the distance to my teammate, hopefully. Just looking for that on the team radio thing. Okay, there we go.
P6, 6th place. Okay, distance to teammate, 16.9 seconds. They're on old softs. The time last lap was a 1:26.3.
So we are currently projected to be out in front of Perez after he stops, although I do want to get that down maybe a second or two to 15 seconds maybe. I don't know how close we'll get, but we are close to Palmer, gaining here. Okay, thank you for that. Anyway, we are, like I said, gaining on Palmer, so I'm going to hope to make a move in on the DRS straights, possibly at the end of the laps as we come through now onto this straight into the final sector. Braking late here, trying not to smash into the back of him and try and do a clean overtake in the DRS zone. So as you can see, we are right on his gearbox. Is he going into the pits? No, he's not. He is staying out, and we have DRS, and I'm trying to make a move around the outside. This is so close. Activating DRS now. Did somebody come into the pits? I don't think they did, no. So we are overtaking Palmer with DRS into P17. There we go, into the first corner. And we are going to get DRS again here to get away from Palmer and hopefully try and gain on Kvyat a bit. But now we are, like I said, P17, so we are really flying at the moment.
Our gap to our teammate is 16.6 seconds. The gap to teammate is 15.1 seconds.
So we really have been working on that gap, and it has come down quite a bit, only 15 seconds, and Sergio has gone into the pits here as we go into the second to last corner, and I've gone deep. No, I've gone wide. No, that's a terrible mistake, and it's allowed Palmer to catch up a little bit, but he's too far behind. As you can see, Kvyat there is going into the pit lane now, so it looks like a lot of cars are in the pits there on the pit lane. Sergio has pitted now, so it looks like he's going to be coming out. And can I be ahead of him? Yes, I am. I am ahead of my teammate Sergio Perez into P10 now. So back into the points. Obviously, other people are going to have to pit as well. But I am behind Ricciardo now, and I presume Verstappen as well, maybe? I don't know. But I am behind the Red Bulls, which isn't where I wanted to be. I was hoping to maybe overtake them a little bit. There's a yellow flag here. I guess that's for Harriento, who just pitted. Yeah, that looks like a bluish car. So I haven't made any positions. That must have been Harriento, who did retire from the race, and he's there in the runoff area on that corner where the yellow flags are. And now Gutierrez is going into pits, so that will hand us P9. Is there anybody else in the pits? It looks like there is. So let's see what position we are in. We have DRS on Gutierrez though, so that's nice. P8, P7, P6 we're in now. And are we going to come out ahead? There's Verstappen. Can we get him with the DRS? He's on faster tyres than us though now. As I said earlier, we are doing a sort of reverse strategy to everyone else. And no, it doesn't look like we can get Verstappen, although on the exit of this right hand corner I'm usually faster than everyone else. You can see my teammate in the proximity arrow there, or you could have seen him. Can I get him into this corner here? Braking late. No, going a bit too wide there, and no, I can't gain on Verstappen. I've got bad line through the past couple of corners, but I can keep ahead of Perez. As you can see there, the proximity arrows are very close. He's going to try and make a move into the chicane. It'd be a risky move if he had tried, but no, it looks like he's staying on me now, and it looks like instead of attacking Verstappen, my teammate is attacking me, and this is not the position that I wanted to be in at this stage of the race. I was hoping to be a bit further ahead of him, to be honest. Is he going to make a move into the braking zone? No, he isn't, as I brake late, and Hamilton just sets the fastest lap. He is still right behind me, my teammate. Is he going to get DRS and try and overtake? Oh, he is going to get DRS. He's so close there. You can see the proximity arrow, and then in the left rear view mirror there, and in the right rear view mirror you can see him now in the left as well. And he's just so close right behind me. You can see him. Oh, he's moving over to the right hand side. Is he going to make the move in the braking? No, he isn't. And I've kept the position, although he's trying to fight me for it. And he's got DRS again. Now I'm going to have to try and defend hard now into this corner at the bottom of the hill. But I've kept the position, although he's still trying to attack me there. He is so close, this battle. And now out of the corner here. Can I gain and pull away a little bit? No, it doesn't look like it. He's staying right behind me. How long is this going to go on? It looks like he's fading away, but now he's back again. Oh dear, this is going to last until the end of the race. It seems like it. Oh dear, he's getting closer now. This is so difficult to keep concentration ahead of Sergio Perez. Braking a little bit there, looking up a tiny bit, but it's okay. Still proximity errors getting more closer. I'm struggling to get the words out here. He's in the slipstream. Hamilton sets another fastest lap on the super soft tyres, I presume, like everyone else is on around me. And Rosberg sets the fastest lap as well. Again, I presume he's on the super softs. I believe he was on the softs earlier in the race, so he must be on the super softs now. Otherwise, you'd be an idiot doing a two-stop strategy with 2 stints of softs. But anyway, my teammate is really in the proximity arrows. He has got slipstream, DRS and everything. He's moved to the right hand side. You can see him pulling ahead there with the super soft. Can I get him back in the braking zone? Looks like I can, leaving the space. Is he going to try and overtake me? Yes, he is. And there he goes, past me, sailing past. Can I try and get him back in this braking zone here? Yes, I can. Tap his rear wheel, but I have made the move stick so far. Is he going to try and get me up the inside? No, he's not. And I've gained. You can see a train forming behind our little battle here, and I'm very far ahead of Sergio Perez now. But now at the end of lap 16, it looks like both Perez and the person who is behind him are going to try and overtake me here. They're both going to have DRS on each other. Are they going to get a double slipstream? Massive toe for Perez as he starts sailing past here. And look, there's Vettel, my rival, and I want to keep ahead of both of these people for my team standings, and I've had to go wide, let Vettel through there. You can see he's gained quite a lot of time on my teammate, and it looks like, is he going to try and make a move into the braking zone? Yes, he is. I'm going to have to keep to the inside line, keep it ahead of him, and yes, I have kept ahead. Looks like Vettel has gained on my teammate. It looks like my teammate has lost 2 positions there, as you can see on the mini-map, but I have kept ahead of both of them on the soft tyres, which are starting to fall off the cliff with only this lap and the next lap to go. I'm keeping it in rich mix at the moment, and it sounds like Gutierrez has had a problem as we go through the chicane. Vettel is gaining on us. You can see there in the proximity arrow, it's getting larger and larger. It's still getting larger, oh dear, and there's another one forming as well from another car. I do have no idea who that is. As I go wide here, you can see Sebastian Vettel on the inside there. You can see his wing, you can see him in the right hand mirror. Can I keep ahead of him into the braking zone? Yes, I can. Just about, you can see Bottas there, who obviously overtook my teammate when he lost time, when Vettel overtook me briefly, and it seems like they're all going to get DRS on me at the moment as we break into the final corner for the second to last time. I've got a bit of a gap to Vettel now, and I am in rich mix for this straight. Is he going to get me though with DRS and slipstream? I'm keeping ahead of them. You can see the proximity arrows getting bigger. I've moved to the inside line, and it looks like there's not enough room for him to overtake there, which is good. He's had to divert to the outside, but now he's going to try and possibly get the inside line with all of the proximity arrows showing. He's on the right hand side. Is he going to go down the inside for a dive bomb? No, he's not, and I've kept the position through the DRS zone, so this is going to be, if I lose this position, it's going to be a massive mistake from me, or into the last section there after the straight, so we'll just have to stick with it, see what happens as I go a little bit wide, and then wide again there. Is he going to try and make the move? Look, you can see him right there in the proximity arrows and the rearview mirror underneath the HUD on the right hand side. You can see him in the left hand side. I'm going to have to brake here into the chicane section. This is where I really struggle for speed through these couple of corners here, but it looks like I've pulled out a little bit of a gap as I go slowly through there. He's allowing him to catch up. Is he going to try and overtake me with a dive bomb into the last few corners. No, he doesn't quite get close enough there. And under the Pirelli sponsoring, we are still ahead of him. You can see the proximity arrow getting huge. He could overtake me out of the final corner if he gets a better drive than me, but I've opened up the gap again. Now he's getting closer and closer and closer. He is going to get DRS, but it looks like he's not going to be able to get me to the line. And I have deservedly, I hope, won P6 in the race. You can see Vettel there just edging ahead slightly, but no, P6. Oh, what an end to the race.
Stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship.
So as you can see here, I finished P6 with my teammate down in P9, so very good result for the team, getting 2 points finishes. And as you can hear, they are giving me the driver of the day, which is nice to hear, after moving up, I think, what, 5 positions there in the race. And in the Drivers' Championship, you can see it's basically the same positions, gaining points though to Vettel with my finishing ahead of him, and then also the constructors have remained the same overall on the whole board. And so let's see what kind of resource points we have at the end of this episode. You can see how many we have. So we now have 318 resource points for next time, to be improved upon in the practice sessions. Hopefully we can get some more upgrades next episode. You can see Vettel is still leading the rivalry, but I can improve on the bad performance I had in qualifying with the +1s, 3 +1s there. Obviously the last one not really doing anything since I reached the end of the bar. And you can see my career score there, but this is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you're new and want to see more F1 2016 career mode, and I will see you next time. Bye.